What is inner life in you? Your ruh, to be dominant. Sheikh Abdul Qadir Gilani says, اخرج نفسك والخلق من قلبك. Take out yourself and creation from your heart. وهذا لا يأتي بصيام اليوم وقيام الليل. And this will not come to you by simply being all the time fasting during the day and staying up all night. بل بطهارة القلب وصفاء الأسرار. This will come to you only when your heart is purified and your innermost is transparent. The Prophet ﷺ says, "Mutu qabla an tamutu." Die before you die. Be ready to give up that which is not yours. Who guaranteed you that you will be 70, 80, 90, 100 or whatever? Who told you that the air goes in and it may not come out? Are you ready joyfully to give that which is being loaned to you? Are you ready to go into the next phase, which is the most natural, rather than avoiding it and saying, don't talk about it? That is why people of Allah, people of Islam, Iman, Ihsan, we welcome the discussion of death, because it's coming any minute, and it is natural, and we are prepared in that there isn't anything more you can do for it. You've done what you can with your family, with your relatives, with your friends. You've done what you can for yourself. You're ready to give it up to the higher self, which is your true self. Then again, the Prophet ﷺ says, one of his teachings, اخرجوا الدنيا من قلوبكم قبل أن تخرج منها أبدانكم. Sheikh Abdul Qadir Gilani is not talking from himself. He's repeating the prophetic teaching. And so are the great masters. There's nothing new. They live the Quran. They live the way of the Prophet. Sheikh Abul Hasan al-Shadili says, if for a second I don't see myself in the presence of the Prophet, I consider myself dead. So the prophetic teaching says, take out from your heart the love of this world before your body leaves you or leaves the heart. And then he repeatedly also says, اذكروا الموت هادم اللذات. Ladhat are worldly pleasure. He says, if you remember death, it will destroy these silly little worldly pleasures. It is ladhat of the lower self. Any of the Nafsul, lawwama, Nafsul, ammara, these are dreadful. You will regret it. But we want the joy of the higher self, of Nafsul mutma'inna, Nafsul radiyah, and Nafsul mardiyah. They are higher in the state of resonance with the nur of Allah which is in our soul. And then again another prophetic teaching, من أمات نفسه وأحيا قلبه فقد سلك السبيل. He who has squashed the lower self, the ego, the love, that the self that wants always to be acknowledged, the high profile, don't you know who I am? Don't you know I am the great this, the status? That means the sajda has not been perfected. The sajda requires the presence of your heart and the absence of the heart from anything else, and you go into your prostration, into oblivion. It's not for no reason that drunkenness and alcohol and drugs, the biggest industry in the world, oblivion, meaning they want to turn away from the worldly ups and downs. We all know that that which comes up will also go down, so it is not durable. It is not sustainable. We want something that lasts. As the story of beautiful Nabi Allah Ibrahim's, when he makes the allegory of the sun and says, this is a wonderful thing, life is not there without the sun, I'll worship it. But when it disappears because the earth turns, see how much egocentric we are. We say the sun has come up. The sun neither comes up nor goes down. It's the earth turning around itself. We are egotistic. Everything is from me. You see, every me is a me. For hundreds of years, we thought the earth was the center of the earth, the center of the universe. And when Copernicus said it, they destroyed everything about him. And it was only 10 years ago that the Pope visited him in Poland. And it's only 20 years ago, 18 years ago, when the Vatican apologized about punishing Galileo. Look at us, we're all... So now we are learning that the whole galaxy we have is a tiny little insignificant galaxy amongst 100 billion galaxies. And every galaxy has over 100 billion stars. Put things in perspective. And here we think, I am so important, I built this mosque. We have done no sajda. If you truly disappear in your sajda, then you are recharged. In qubilat qubila ma siwaha, the Prophet ﷺ says, if your salat is accepted, meaning if your salat has given you a recharge into your nothingness and into the presence of the lights which have emanated from the source of everythingness. This is who we are.